Has the influential guitar brand Gibson discontinued the Les Paul tribute model? Word from fans and message boards alike appear to believe so. Today, I want to answer these questions and also add some personal insight. You may not believe it, but some of the answers are hidden in plain sight. While the Les Paul is a guitar shape that most people know, there are little differences and details that make each iteration unique. This line is no different, marketed as a tribute to models alike, aimed at a more affordable target demographic. This ranges in a 50s T style with coil splitting, a 60s style with P90s, a double cut junior, and the version we know today that's flooded local music stores around us. To summarize it, the Gibson Tribute is a weight relieved, satin finished Les Paul with a maple neck and no binding. Or at least these are some of the main points that players either loved or disliked. Another notable point is the pickups that came stock, claiming to get the classic humbucking tone that isn't too aggressively driven, coupled with the idea that the neck being made of maple gives a more snappier tone. Fortunately, I was able to get my hands on one of these guitars in 2022. This, of course, was the first Gibson I could afford, and I wasn't disappointed. With the addition of the satin finish and the Gibson neck profile, this checked all my Les Paul boxes. My tribute quickly became a favorite to play, with also being that next step in the guitar collecting ladder. Now back to the point. The Gibson Tribute's been discontinued, but for what? Now for those who don't know, the Modern Light series has been made to fill this price bracket. However, this doesn't exactly add up. Being 300 Canadian dollars more than the Tribute, this is where we start noticing some of the more serious changes. These guitars feature new sparkly colors and a matched painted headstock, which I actually enjoy. The neck, now being made of mahogany, appeals to the critiques of the line before, with notable changes on this guitar being a slim tapered neck. That idea, partnered with a thinner body, has given this an updated take on the Les Paul we know. The parts that these two guitars do share are that they do have the same pickups that Gibson does like to use in a lot of their models. They both have satin finishes with no binding on the body. And in conclusion, the Modern Light comes with the same gig bag that was introduced with the Gibson Tribute line. Now as far as business plan, that all makes sense, but there's still more we're looking at. The last factor of Gibson discontinuing the Tribute comes with the growth and expansion of the Epiphone lineup. Over the last few years, we've seen exciting options with a price range that Epiphone's never been able to reach before. From the Inspired by Gibson line to the countless signature models, we're seeing some price tags of around $2,000. Regardless of quality or opinion, this is where people have speculated that problems began. And in the end, it all comes down to what you want out of your guitar. If it needs the Gibson brand name, then there's a price to be paid. On the opposite side, Epiphone offers some quality guitars for half the price of the ones they're being modeled after. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or if the quality matches the price tag. Rather, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Gibson wants to sell a guitar for less than what an Epiphone's priced at? Which of these guitars do you own? What drew you to that guitar? And lastly, this is a music channel. That means all of us are brought here by the same interest. So don't be afraid to share what drives you. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.